As most of you know by now, I am on a literal mission from God to get Erica Kirk to hear the song Charlie that I wrote for her to help her cope with her husband's loss. Plan A was for me to try and reach out directly to get it to her, which I have tried and failed spectacularly to do. Which is understandable considering how busy they are with everything happening right now. Which means the only thing left is Plan B, which is to get enough attention on the song to where somebody in her circle hears it and says, "Hey Erica, you gotta hear this." Since I'm not going the traditional route with my music, the easiest way for that to happen is if you call up your local country station and actually request to hear Charlie by Mike Rogers. Now, if they scratch their head and have never heard of the song, you can tell them they can find it on Spotify or iTunes or YouTube Music. It's right there. Now, keep in mind there are some radio stations that either can't and or won't play independent artist music because they have contracts with the major recording labels in the music industry that state that they're only allowed to play what the labels tell them they can play. And if that sounds pretty shitty, that's because it absolutely is. You can't blame the artists though, because usually they skip over that part in the contract they sign, and by the time they realize that's what's happening with their music, it's too late for them to do anything about it. And a lot of larger artists will help smaller artists rise up, even though technically they're not supposed to because that's their competition. But the ones that won't, and you probably know who they are complete douchebags. I'm not going to name them because that could be considered defamation. But the list of names goes from A to Z, so it could be anybody. So if you or someone you know has a podcast and you want to help me out by getting the song on there, that would be amazing. You have my full blessing. You can even reach out to me or tell a podcaster to reach out to me and I'll tell them myself. No matter how small you think the help is, I appreciate every single bit of it. Thank you very much.